Pledge allegiance, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We have a moment of silence. Roll call.
Counselor KOST.
Here.
Counselor ESTRADA.
Here.
Counselor SCHAMP.
Here.
Counselor Sturts.
Here.
Counselor FREY.
Here.
Counselor Chamberlain is absent and excused, and we have 5. We have a quorum.
Thank you, Mike. We have approval of prior meetings minutes. So moved.
Second.
Motion moved by Counselor KOST and second by Counselor Sturts. Counselor KOST.
Yes.
Counselor Sturts.
Yes.
Counselor ESTRADA.
Yes.
Counselor SCHAMP.
Yes.
Counselor FREY.
Yes.
5 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
We'll be having a change of agenda, council. Let's see, moving on to page 3. Resolution 2015-38, Resolution 2015-39, and Resolution 2015-40 will not be acted on today. Those will not be ready to go. So we will be having a special meeting that will be put on the agenda. Let's see, that was for Tuesday morning, is that what?
Tuesday morning at 8 o'clock.
Tuesday morning at 8, is that what we decided on for
That's
sure?
what the paper says.
Now, 1 o'clock, it's going to be 8.
Monday, 1:30.
1:30.
Monday is Council Hall.
There we go.
I got to dash my truck, so don't forget.
8 o'clock
Yeah, good
Tuesday,
luck.
special council meeting. Okay, we'll be acting on those then. All right. We have no, Bill, you have some agenda you would like to,
Why, thank you very much.
yes.
Trishelle, come up front, please.
Have some new personnel downstairs.
Yes, we do. Council and Mayor, I'd like to introduce Trishelle Smith. Trishelle is joining our department as a full-time dispatcher. Currently, she's in training. She is a graduate from Pettisville High School, but lives in the Wauseon area, I think up on Airport Highway. She also has a 2-year degree in criminal justice from Northwest State and an additional year at Tiffin, where she studied some advanced law enforcement ideas. So I'd like to introduce her to her, and we're walking her and we're training her, and hopefully by January, February, she'll be ready to go by herself.
All right. Welcome, Michelle.
Sorry.
You're welcome again.
Welcome.
Okay, thank you, Bill. And welcome to shop. All right, let's move on to committee reports. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Hello
I
there.
was thinking about the Boy Scouts out there.
Oh, do we have Boy Scouts? Or do we have anybody that wants to speak today? Are we just here to observe today? Oh, great. Do we have a report that we have to get done in the Boy Scouts, or are we just here to observe? Yes?
Yeah.
One of them said yes, and some said no. Okay, is this something that they have to do to reach any of their merit badges?
We have to talk
You can look this way.
requirement 3A for the citizenship in the community. We have to be here and we have to describe one of the topics.
Okay, good job. Well, welcome to the Wauseon City Council. We're really excited. Okay. Yes. Okay, let's move on to Finance Committee.
All right, the Finance Committee did meet last Thursday after the Committee of the Whole meeting. We had several different items on the 2016 budget to revisit, the first of which was the allocation to INTV for the year 2016. They were initially budgeted $40,000. Mr. Pryor had met with us at our last council meeting and showed us a list of capital improvements that still needed to be made. So the Finance Committee did vote to increase the INTV budget for 2016 to a total of $55,000, an additional $15,000. So that will be one recommendation. Also, Tom Hall came before us. His initial budget proposal for supplies had been reduced, and he explained to us the need for the entire amount, the $10,000 in supplies in the coming year. There again, this is for 2016. The committee also agreed with Mr. Hall to move his supply budget back to the original $10,000 that had been requested. And the third item had to do with the finance director, Jamie Jagir, explained to us that the assessment, the annual assessment from regional planning was higher than what she had expected, so we added $628 to that line item of the 2016 budget for a total of $20,628, and those were the three adjustments that we will be bringing forth as a recommendation to council, that we amend the budget for those.
Any questions on that? May I have a motion to accept the Finance Committee?
So moved. Second.
Motion moved by Councilor Sturts and seconded by Councilor FREY. Is there any discussion? Councilor Sturts?
Yes.
Councilor FREY?
Yes.
Councilor SCHAMP?
Yes.
Councilor ESTRADA?
Yes.
Councilor KOST?
Yes.
5 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Thank you. Utility Committee.
Okay, Utility Committee met after the Finance Committee meeting Thursday, and somebody had brought up to Councilor Chamberlain, about curbside recycling. And in the past, we had checked that out a couple times before when the recycling center was operated by the city of Wauseon. So we had Michelle Ryder from Archibald Refuge Service come over and talk to us about it. And the way Archibald does it is that Archibald, the city of Wauseon, or city of Archibald pays for like $4 of each household a month, but they bill their customers $14 to $16. And that could get kind of expensive going that way. They could do it bi-weekly or weekly, and they'd have to send a separate truck over here to pick up the recyclables. As far as curbside recycling, we really didn't have any recommendations on that. Second thing we talked about was sanitary sewer service for the ODOT campus they're building out there by across from the fairgrounds. Dennis explained to us that the city's policy is anything over 300 feet to the east or the west of 108, we do not service. And I think they're going to be a little over 300 feet. But his recommendation, since it was a governmental, that we go ahead and take care of them. So our recommendation was to give them service at the new campus that they're putting in out there across from the fairgrounds.
And then one of the other things that we did talk about was a unlimited pickup in the fall, happening in the fall too. So.
Correct. We did budget this year for unlimited pickup for in the fall. But I kind of look at it like that's not recyclable stuff. It's
right.
Stuff that can get cleaned up around here.
And I think something else that Michelle brought to our attention that we didn't think about, that's always kind of a back and forth of the difference of Archibald's and Wauseon, is that when they bring their trucks from Archibald, they do charge for the mileage back and forth, whereas when the trucks are in Archibald, they don't have that. So when they're coming back and forth to recycle, you know, they
Right,
do charge that
ours.
fee of mileage back and forth
That would
too.
make ours.
So
I
that
know
is
back when we had checked this out, the city was
Comparables.
running the recycling center, and I don't remember what the figures were, but I think we were putting at least $80,000, and Dennis might remember. I I think we were putting at least $80,000 in it just to keep the doors open. And at that time, I think we thought it'd be cheaper for the people of Wauseon to go to curbside. But now the county has to handle it, so. That's why we didn't have any recommendations on that part of it.
But we do have one recommendation on.
Correct.
Out of the
On
utilities.
the sewer.
Okay. So we need a motion.
I move that we accept the utility committee's report and the recommendation.
Second.
Motion moved by Counselor Shamp and second by Counselor Estrada. Is there any discussion? Counselor Shamp?
Yes.
Counselor Estrada?
Yes.
Counselor Coast?
Yes.
Counselor Sturts?
Yes.
Counselor FREY?
Yes.
5 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Thank you. We also have a tree commission report in here. That's not on the agenda. Oh,
It is on the
oh,
agenda.
way down here. Okay, thank you.
Tree Commission met December 16th at Sullivan's, kind of as a celebratory meeting for Kim Bowles graduating her Tree Commission Academy. She had submitted for a growth award along with Tree City USA, and came back wanting more clarification, and she's going to reapply. We also talked about a vandalized tree at Homecoming Park, and thought we needed to look into our tree ordinance to see if maybe we ought to raise the penalties and fines for something like that. Haven't studied it over recent, but plan on doing so, and coming up with some sort of committee meeting as to whether or not we should make that recommendation at a later date.
What is the current fine for?
It's around $100 or something like that. It's not enough to replace it with a tree even, so.
Does the tree have to come down that got vandalized?
Yeah, somebody took a hatchet to it all the way around the outside of the tree and took the bark off of it. It's a tree of about 6-inch diameter or something like that.
And it was in the park?
Yeah, at Homecoming Park. Just to the south and a little bit to the west of the playground area. And I guess that's about it.
Any action on this? Okay. Thank you. Okay. Moving on to department head reports.
I'm sure many of you have driven by Sarah's Garden, if not all of you, and noticed that their playground is, it appears to be fully constructed, along with the fencing, lighting, and security cameras. If you recall, back in 2014, we had approved dollars out of the Community Development Block Grant Revolving Loan Fund. Along with the county commissioners, our county RLF contributed to part of that project also. We had just received invoices from Sarah's Garden, so we can start reimbursing them for that project. So that's good news. That's a good project. That's a truly handicapped playground, one of the only playgrounds of that nature in our area. It is also accessible to the general public when school is not in session. So that's a pretty neat feature for everybody in Wauseon. Other than that, just plugging away at downtown revitalization stuff, and looking forward to 2016.
I've been on that playground, and the material that they use is
That's
amazing. It's really amazing.
It's a really neat deal.
Okay, Chief Sluter is gone, and Chief Torvik is back here, but we have a replacement.
That is correct. Chief wanted me to pass along that the city was awarded a $15,000 JAG grant, and this grant will be used for public safety cameras. We will be installing 7 public safety camera systems around the city, and we got a little over $15,000 worth. The one thing nice about this system, our initial location of these cameras is going to focus around the entertainment district downtown, but there's going to be some on the outskirts of town. Then after a period, we can move these cameras. They're set up so they can be moved or added on to if a business would like to purchase it and have the police department monitor it or record it, then that's something that could be expanded on. Also, he also wanted me to pass along, he wanted to thank three council people here tonight, Jamie, Tom, and President Heather there for the contract agreement. Although it's not on tonight, there is a tentative agreement with the OPBA, and he said he'd like to really thank you three for your help tonight. And that's all I wish for me to pass on.
Thank you, Bill. Tom?
We're winding up with quite a bit of stuff that's going to be coming in next month. Of course, some reviews. We got another tower coming in that they made contact today, so we'll be reviewing that. We have a couple of the commercial things and a little more residential. So looks like we're going to start out 2016 on a good note.
That's always good to hear. Thank you. Hey, Dennis?
We've gotten through the evaluation of the chemical bids, the annual chemical bids for water and wastewater treatment plants. Those are ready for award. Out of the water reclamation plant, the screw pump replacement project is substantially complete. And the contractor has offered a deduction for seeding and mulching the areas of the grounds that they've tore up. So we're negotiating with them about the dollar amount for that, but Peterson Construction did a fine job out there. Out of the water treatment plant, we received late last week new specifications for painting the east clarifier. So Luturo and I are reviewing those, and we have to select new bid dates for that, but we're confident we can get that turned around quickly. Linfoot Street, the sanitary sewer main line is 100% complete. Noggle is working on the storm sewer main line currently, although beginning today they are off for a 2-week break for Christmas and New Year's. They'll be back January 4th on Monday. In the meantime, they are sending somebody out every weekday, probably minus Christmas Eve and Christmas and New Year's Eve and New Year's, to fix up trenches and put stone in the potholes that may develop, especially with the rain that we've gotten. So they do have somebody keeping those up while they're going. And I referenced the utility committee in the new ODOT campus. I do have a couple copies here in case somebody wants to see them, press included, of what the new campus will look like. It's the overall site plan, the layout, that, and the new Heritage Center. It's going to be a part of it as well.
Thank you. Okay, Jamie?
I have been working with Mr. McWaters here on the tax legislation that's in your packets this evening, as well as still working on the budget to get that and then the quarter special council meeting. I'd also like to wish you all a Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Jamie. This will be you too. Okay, Tom?
Just with respect to those three ordinances, resolutions that we were withdrawing from the agenda, I don't think that should be of any cause for alarm. It just was a matter of, we had revised contracts pursuant to the parties' agreement. We sent the contracts to the lawyer for the unions to review, and she didn't get it till Friday afternoon. She actually asked for a different format on Sunday, which I provided her Sunday afternoon, but she probably just hasn't gotten to it yet. So I'm assuming we'll hear back from them. And any minor changes will be taken care of before our special council meeting next week. So it's just a matter of getting the proper revisions in place that are agreed to. And I'd be happy to answer any questions on the tax ordinance, which I think council has fully read and read.
Thanks for emailing that out ahead of time.
Yes. All 58 pages.
Okay.
And also Merry Christmas to everyone.
Thank you, Tom. All right. You ready to go? I've got a lot of pages of agenda, minus 3 resolutions here. First readings. Ordinance 2015-17, amending section 191 of the codified ordinance of the city of Wauseon and declaring an emergency.
Move we suspend the rules and declare an emergency on ordinance 2015-17.
Second.
Motion moved by Councilor Shamp and second by Councilor KOST. Is there any discussion? Counselor Shamp?
Yes.
Counselor Coast?
Yes.
Counselor Strata?
Yes.
Counselor Sturts?
Yes.
Counselor FREY?
Yes.
5 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Final passage.
Second.
Motion moved by Counselor Sturts and second by Counselor Strata. Counselor Sturts?
Yes.
Counselor Strata?
Yes.
Counselor Coast?
Yes.
Counselor Shamp?
Yes.
Counselor FREY?
Yes.
5 yeas, 0 nays, ordinance 2015-17 passes on emergency and is now in effect.
Ordinance 2015-18, amending section 193 of the codified ordinance of the city of Wauseon and declaring an emergency.
I'll make a motion to suspend the rules and declare an emergency on ordinance 2015-18.
Second.
Motion moved by Counselor Coast and second by Counselor Strata. Is there any discussion? Counselor Coast?
Yes.
Counselor Strata?
Yes.
Counselor Shamp?
Yes.
Counselor Sturts?
Yes.
Counselor FREY?
Yes.
5 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Final passage.
Second.
Motion moved by Counselor Shamp and second by Counselor FREY. Counselor Shamp?
Yes.
Counselor FREY?
Yes.
Counselor Sturts?
Yes.
Counselor Strata?
Yes.
Counselor Coast?
Yes.
5 yeas, 0 nays, ordinance 2015-18 passes on emergency and is now in effect.
Ordinance 2015-19, amending the sections 148.11 and 148.12 of the codified ordinances of the city of Wauseon and declaring an emergency.
Motion to suspend the rules and declare an emergency on ordinance 2015-19.
Second.
Motion moved by Counselor Coast and second by Counselor Sturts. Is there any discussion? Counselor Coast?
Yes.
Counselor Sturts?
Yes.
Counselor FREY?
Yes.
Counselor Shamp?
Yes.
Counselor Strata?
Yes.
5 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Final passage. Second.
Motion moved by Counselor Estrada and second by Counselor Shamp. Counselor Estrada?
Yes.
Counselor Shamp?
Yes.
Counselor Coast?
Yes.
Counselor Sturts?
Yes.
Counselor FREY?
Yes.
5 yeas, 0 nays, ordinance 2015-19 passes on emergency and is now in effect.
Ordinance 2015-20, amending sections 147-08 of the codified ordinances of the city of Wauseon and declaring an emergency.
Motion to suspend the rules and declare an emergency on ordinance 2015-20.
Second.
Motion moved by Counselor Coast and second by Counselor Sturts. Is there any discussion? Counselor Coast?
Yes.
Counselor Sturts?
Yes.
Counselor FREY?
Yes.
Counselor Shamp?
Yes.
Counselor Strata?
Yes.
5 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Final passage.
Second.
Motion moved by Counselor FREY and second by Counselor Strata. Counselor FREY?
Yes.
Counselor Strata?
Yes.
Counselor Sturts?
Yes.
Counselor Shamp?
Yes.
Counselor Coast?
Yes.
5 yeas, 0 nays, ordinance 2015-20 passes on emergency and is now in effect.
Resolution 2015-37, authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement with Medical Mutual for health insurance coverage and declaring an emergency.
I move we suspend the rules and declare an emergency on resolution 2015-37.
Second.
Motion moved by Counselor Shamp and second by Counselor FREY. Is there any discussion? Counselor Shamp?
Yes.
Counselor FREY?
Yes.
Counselor Sturts?
Yes.
Counselor Strata?
Yes.
Counselor Coast?
Yes.
5 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Final passage.
Second.
Motion moved by Counselor Coast and second by Counselor Strata. Counselor Coast?
Yes.
Counselor Strata?
Yes.
Counselor Shamp?
Yes.
Counselor Sturts?
Yes.
Counselor FREY?
Yes.
5 yeas, 0 nays, resolution 2015-37 passes on emergency and is now in effect.
Turn that page. Okay. Second readings, we have nothing. Let's move on to third readings. Okay. We have a resolution 2039. Okay. Resolution 2015-34, authorizing the mayor to enter into a contract with Fulton County and the political subdivision therein for the provisions of emergency medical and ambulance service and declare an emergency.
I move we suspend the rules and declare an emergency on resolution 2015-34.
Second.
Motion moved by Counselor Shamp and second by Counselor Coast. Is there any discussion? Counselor Shamp?
Yes.
Counselor Coast?
Yes.
Counselor Strata?
Yes.
Counselor Sturts?
Yes.
Counselor FREY?
Yes.
5 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Final passage.
Second.
Motion moved by Counselor Sturts and second by Counselor FREY. Counselor Sturts?
Yes.
Counselor FREY?
Yes.
Counselor Shamp?
Yes.
Counselor Estrada?
Yes.
Counselor Coats?
Yes.
5 yeas, 0 nays, resolution 2015-34 passes on emergency and is now in effect.
Kind of sad that he's not here to enjoy this moment, isn't it?
Correct, yeah.
Yes.
Definitely.
All right. He worked very hard at that. Okay. Under new business, appointments to various boards and commissions. We need a motion for these appointments.
I'll make the motion to accept the mayor's appointments for the two different boards, I guess it's two different boards.
Yes, Steve McGough to the Tax Incentive Review and Steve Brown to the Pride Wauseon Preservation and Design Review Board.
You want them on the same motion or you want them separated?
We can put them on the same.
I'll second that.
Sure, unless somebody objects to it.
Motion moved by Counselor Sturts and second by Counselor Shamp. Counselor Sturts?
Yes.
Counselor Shamp?
Yes.
Counselor Estrada?
Yes.
Counselor Coats?
Yes.
Counselor FREY?
Yes.
5 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Okay, I have one more item here. Martin, can you come up?
There you go.
Oh, he's in trouble.
You're right.
I have to come up because I'm so short. Sorry.
Okay, Martin, on behalf of the City of Wauseon and Administration, Council, and myself, I would like to present to you this appreciation certificate for serving on City Council with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
What will you do? Sleep in bed?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Hang out in the crowd and heckle you guys.
Put you in charge of the new penalty for vandalizing a tree.
Yeah, there you go.
I think that'd be right up your alley.
Wait till the first 9-year-old sees that increased penalty. They're going to think twice.
Okay, before the approval of the bills, I'd like to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas and a very safe and happy New Year 2016. Hopefully we'll bring some great new things for the City of Wauseon. Can we have a motion to pay the bills, please?
So moved.
Second.
Yeah.
Motion moved by Counselor Sturts and second by Counselor Coats. Counselor Sturts?
Yes.
Counselor Coats?
Yes.
Counselor Estrada?
Yes.
Counselor Shamp?
Yes.
Counselor FREY?
Yes.
5 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Can we have a motion for adjournment?
Motion moved by Counselor Coats and second by Counselor Shamp for adjournment. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
I think so.